Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Empress Ariadne. And as you can see, it is a little bit later than our last episode. A few years have passed, and in the meantime, some things have happened that we're going to go over before we start time running again. Now, we wanted to let a few years pass because I was doing a few pretty minor wars, but minor wars can get pretty tedious, and we don't need to watch those every single little county war that we go to take. So as you can see, we've added some lands here around Antioch and Alexandretta. So we've basically taken this entire chunk of land here for ourselves. And that is part of our efforts to move the empire to the east while the east is weakened. And there's lots more opportunities for that, and we've got some plans related to that. I would like to try to get the lands that can form up the kingdom of Syria here. That is one of our goals, but we're going to have some other things that we want to take care of in the meantime. Now, you might have noticed something rather interesting popping up on the map. See if you can figure out what it is. It's something related to our vassals here. Indeed, it is. The Despotate of Hellas has been formed, and that wasn't anything we had any influence over. Despotissa Pavlina actually inherited Achaea, which gave her Athens and Achaea, which was everything she needed to form that despotate. So we now have a new despotate, and that is one of the branches of our family, House Epiphanes, with that cool custom coat of arms. So very cool. Now we have two branches of the family, each with their own despotate, which is pretty cool indeed. And there is going to be a third despotate or within the family that we are going to take care of now. And that is due to the fact that because we had those twins, Odysseus and Ptolemy, I guess it's only been about a year and a half or so. Those wars went quicker than I thought. Because we had those twins, now we have enough children who are born in the purple that our titles will just get spread between them. So you can see here, obviously, Princess Constantina is going to get the Empire title and Byzantian. Prince Odysseus here is going to get Crete, and then Prince Ptolemy would get Egypt, which, would be fine, but I think Egypt deserves to be in the hands of someone else. I think it deserves to be in the hands of our eldest son, Prince Alexandros, and despite the fact that he wasn't born in the purple, so he won't be inheriting the empire, I think it is only just that he inherits the lands of Egypt, the lands that we have spent so long trying to take. I think that he will be a good steward of those lands. So we're going to go and give him the County of Alexandria, the Duchy of Alexandria. We're going to give him the entire Duchy of Nobatia, which is one of the ones we got in that war. We are going to give him the Despotate of Egypt. So this should make him hopefully powerful enough that he won't have to worry about keeping his title from, any of his own vassals, Princess Sophia, for example. But I think he should probably be okay. We'll do what we can to help him if he is not. But there we go. We now have Despot Alexandros. Our son is now going to hopefully usher Egypt into a very good period in its history. So I think that's pretty fitting. We've given away some lands to some other characters here. Some that we inherited, like Komnenos. We've got Maditenos, which is one of our counselor member dynasties. So there you go. That was a little tongue twister there. Not really, but for some reason I couldn't say it. In any case, the Despotate of Egypt should be going pretty good under the rule of Alexandros. He's a good character, compassionate, just. He's chaste. I'm sure he'll have a couple kids with his wife, the daughter of the King of France. So he'll have a powerful alliance in that regard as well, in order to hold on to his lands and maybe even expand them as well. Another interesting thing, down here in Alodia, indeed way down here in Nubia, Duke Ptolemy of Alodia of the House Argaeus, and that's indeed through the marriage of our sister to the former son of the queen of what was it? Nubia, indeed, Queen of Nubia. Nubia got split up; it completely dissolved, but he still has that Duke title. So we've actually arranged a betrothal between him and Princess Euphemia. That's going to give him what he needs to hold on to his land. So we might not even, and I don't think we're going to go actually any further south here on our own, maybe eventually. But I think that we're going to leave this up to Duke Ptolemy of Alodia, and we'll see what he can do here in Nubia himself. And maybe, who knows, maybe he'll reform the kingdom of Nubia himself. That would be interesting to see. I don't think that there's anything else too interesting to take care of. I think that we potentially do want to find a marriage here for Princess Constantina, and like a future marriage anyways. What about you? Heir to the kingdom of Lotharingia. They'll accept a matrilineal marriage because his mother is a Carling, but he is not, so she doesn't care what his dynasty is. Heir to the kingdom of Lotharingia. Well, we've already got some lands here. I mean, that could be interesting. You know what? You don't get opportunities like this too often. I think that we are going to make that proposal. So our daughter will be betrothed to the heir to the kingdom of Lotharingia. Very interesting. Oh, and we also got ourselves a cat. We'll name him Paws. That seems fine. Feudal favoritism. Princess Artemisia has been silently seething all evening, but finally bursts as I reach for the fine cheeses. I simply cannot understand why you granted the Duchy of Alexandria to despot Alexandros. My rightful claim to these lands is acknowledged by all. What grave offense have I caused that you should treat me so ignobly? Wow, Princess Artemisia, our aunt. Of course we're going to give it to our son. Why would you think that you would deserve it more so than our literal son, our eldest son? No, do not question my decisions again. I don't care if she's insulted. I'm insulted, frankly. So our daughter will be married to Vito. That's probably how you pronounce it. And Agapitos has finally passed away at age 60. Our former oracle and trusted advisor, court tutor here, he has finally passed. But his line continues on through his son, Theodulos of Cyprus. So that is, we'll get to see how his story continues. And I think that's the coolest thing. And my favorite thing about having these Chancellor, YouTube member characters, like the custom characters you guys create to join in this game, I always love to follow the dynasties down through the generations. And, even from some of our first channel member characters, those lineages still exist. Like the Sortes lineage here is actually directly descended from, let's go back one here. Indeed, from the first oracle, Nasir, through his daughter, Benav. So House Sortes, which is a very powerful dynasty here, they have, I believe, 3 duchies. I'm pretty sure they've got Benevento, Apulia, and Salerno. They have continued as well. So yeah, it's cool to see how those characters and those dynasties continue on throughout the ages. So there is something that I would like to do in this episode, and it's war related. Naturally, we do have Basilisa Ariadne, who is a warrior queen. So, she should probably get to a warren. Well, actually, I mean, there is some things that we want to do first, or afterwards, but there is one war here before we go and do some other things, and that is the war for Jerusalem. Indeed, we are going to take the holy city of Jerusalem under our own banners. So let us gather up our troops. I'm going to go and delete this one, raise all of our armies here. And frankly, this should be a fairly quick war, and I'm not really too worried about it. All the others have been so far as well. They're gonna, yeah, look, they're backing off. They thought about coming in, but then they decided, no, that's probably not a good idea. And they're right, it's not a good idea. So we're gonna go and deal with this probably within the next, oh, I can't imagine this will take more than a year or so. We might have to siege our way in there. Can we call upon the Holy Order? We can. We might as well. They've got quite a few troops. And look at that. 4 rows of cataphracts here. Each of them with 100. So they've got 400 cataphracts. 400 Greek knights that they can call in to assist us. And you may have noticed there that our uncle has passed away. The uncle who had a little dalliance here with the wife of Duke Alexander. Indeed, well, that turned into a little daughter here, Gabriella. Actually, I think we might invite her to our court because I can't imagine Duke Alexander much cares for the bastard daughter of his wife. But in any case, the source of his enmity is dead, and now we have a new Grandmaster here, Grandmaster Theocharistos, and he is just a lowborn man, but he is a pretty skilled warrior. So the priesthood of Ares continues on, but it was ushered in by our uncle and a member of our dynasty, so which is fitting. Our dynasty literally descends from Ares himself. So obviously we are going to lead this siege because we are the siege master. They're going to go and, I don't know, probably try to siege us down somewhere else, and I'm frankly not too concerned about that at all because we're going to go and head directly into... Oh, we might... No, we can't catch them. Oh, do we just go and smash... No, we don't need to. We can just go and siege them down pretty easily. We're going to split our army in half, in fact, and send half of them here to siege down Jaffa as well. Jaffa? I don't know. Either way, the sieges should probably progress relatively quickly. Do we have a siege commander here? We do. Let's put him in charge. We have another cadet branch. Actually, we have a lot of cadet branches forming here. We've got in the Eudokios branch formed by our sister, and now the Rogerios both of our sisters have formed their own branches. We're gonna go in and fix this horrific looking coat of arms later. But yeah, a lot of branches of the Argaeus dynasty are popping up. Oh, we need members of our council. Okay. Wasn't paying attention to that. I suppose we're probably going to put despots in these positions. I mean, if they're skilled and they are powerful, then we might as well. And who do we make our marshal? Might as well make our brother, Prince Eudoxios, here, even though he's Orthodox. But, you know, we've mostly made up with the Orthodox people within our realm. So there's not a lot of hatred between the two religious groups. The syncretism really makes a big difference. But retire to my chambers as night falls and find Pause and Circe cuddled up together on the floor. Oh yeah, because we have a dog as well. Circe's gray coat is shining. Pause has obviously been at work cleaning it. Aw, they're so cute together. Look at that, we lose 27 stress because we have a dog and a cat. And that's just because animals are wonderful. We're going to get the Soldiers of Lesser Fortune. That's a big boost to, or reduction in the cost of mercenaries. And even though we have pretty powerful armies, it's still pretty helpful to have some mercenaries around. So, and they are expensive. Well, and would you look at that? Oh, we took his son. You know what? We're gonna ransom his son. No, he won't even pay money for it. Well, that is, we're not gonna mess around here. Let us enforce our demands. It is clear that you have been dominated, and we are the masters of these lands now. So that is pretty good to see. So the city, the holy city of Jerusalem, has fallen within our hands. Now, there's a lot of options and a lot of things we could do with this. We could convert it over to Hellenism, or there's, give it out to one of our sons, perhaps. Form a new kingdom here, the kingdom of Jerusalem, and give it to one of our children. But no, we are not going to do that. We are going to make a gesture of peace and friendship with our Orthodox brethren, because the Greek lands are still mostly Orthodox. Obviously, the Hellenism has spread like crazy here in Egypt, which is awesome to see. And obviously Crete is Hellenistic, Athens is Hellenistic. We've got some Hellenism even here in Italy and then North Africa, and hopefully further lands. Obviously, we would like to convert people to Hellenism, and to that end, we're actually educating some of the heir here. Yeah, the heir to Magna Graecia is, I believe, yeah, here he is. He's learning under Despot Alexandros, so we'll see if he converts to New Hellenic. And some of the other ones, I think even the despot here, no. And in any case, we are going to try to, raise a new generation of Hellenic rulers, but we're not going to forcibly convert anybody. But to that end, I would like to do one thing, and that's I'm going to go into here. We have a friendship with the ecumenical patriarch Dragshan, and I think that, he's old. He's, as you can see, he's an interesting man, rakish, contrite, lisping, incapable, melancholic. Is a very interesting character here. I think that he should be rewarded, and we are going to reward him with those lands. So, and I mean, what could be a greater act of friendship than giving the holy city of Christianity to the ecumenical patriarch? So we just need to form up the duchy title. There we go, the Duchy of Palestine. And we are going to give that to our dear friend, despite his age, to those lands. So there you go. And as you can see, the ecumenical patriarch now holds that land. And for some reason, he's chosen to make Jaffa his capital. I wonder if he'll move it to Jerusalem, which is the better county anyways, but there we go. That seems very, very fitting, I think. And, that should make our Orthodox vassals very happy indeed. I'm heading for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle. Oh, just some people just getting up to things up in our castle. Well, in any case. There we go. So that was our gift to the Orthodox people of our realm. I might go, well, I don't think we even can give him the county make him take Jerusalem specifically. He can make his capital wherever he wants, I suppose. But they do hold that site, so that's the important thing. To the sensible Basilisa Ariadne. You want to rant? Yeah, all right. We can ransom your people to you. Why not? Now, what do we do from here? Well, I think that we can take a little rest for now and perhaps do some events. So I think, a university visit. That would be nice, but is incredibly expensive. I think that perhaps hosting a feast could be quite good. Let's host a feast in... obviously we're going to do it in Constantinople itself. Let's see. Let's make this a nice feast here. And see, which of our guests will come. Recreation. We're probably going to do recreation so that we can lose some stress. And yeah, let's see all the guests that are coming. I mean, nobody almost nobody. Oh, it's because he's so far away. But yeah, nobody else is going to turn down an invitation to the feast held in Constantinople by the Empress herself. So we choose an honored guest. You know what? We should probably make our son, Despot Alexandros, an honored guest. So there we go. Let us start the feast. Well, shall have a lovely time ahead of us. Indeed, we certainly shall. So hopefully we'll lose a good chunk of stress, because we are actually like pretty high on stress right now. Our daughter Hippolyta has come of age. They grow up fast. Excellent. And she's a warrior. A warrior much like ourselves. She can get married, so we will accept that. She's getting married to the Duke of Sardinia from House Castellanos. So House Castellanos will have some Argeus blood in them as well. So there we go. Actually, I think it's a matrilineal, but he already has a son from his own dynasty, so Nicandros' siblings here will be from House Argeus. In any case, let us... Oh, we got another ransom offer. Very well. We can accept. Let's see how this goes. 5 months until it begins. Oh, plenty of time. We should probably continue... we could influence our ward's personality, but that's going to cause us critical stress. So I would like our daughter to become ambitious. Ambitious is a good trait, but we shall just simply have to wait and see. Let's get our child to... Ooh, a curse undone. Excellent. Study language. You can learn Dacian Vulgar as well. The sermon. Today, Tomei led a fiery sermon for all the children at court. They were apparently spellbound as he zealously read from the sacred chronicles. My daughter Constantina now seems certain that she is destined for greatness, claiming that Kyrios supports her indiscriminately. Ah, interesting. So our daughter has become ambitious anyways. I mean, we could make her zealous, but you know what? If she's gonna... I was just saying we want her to be ambitious. So you know what? Let's let her be ambitious. Kyrios is on your side, child. You are going to be the future empress of the Roman Empire. Oof. Stress break. Do we become reclusive? I mean, that doesn't seem too out of place. Reclusive. We you know what? I think that this could be a fitting one. We'll become a bit reclusive. We'll still probably lead our wars, but I think we're avoiding court. And you know what? Maybe it's all the pressure from hosting this feast. You know, if you've ever had to host a party before, just the whole build up to it can be pretty stressful. So maybe she's getting just a little bit tired of that. So doesn't look like Prince Anthemos has been converted to New Hellenism. That's unfortunate. But pause, the gift giver. Oh, looks like our cat has found us 2 coins. Very good. So let's hope this feast will reduce us some stress. I don't know if it will now that we become reclusive. We're probably going to take another stress hit soon enough when our good friend, the ecumenical patriarch, dies. But the feast has begun. Welcome, friends. Welcome, everyone, to Constantinople. What right does Eulanios think he has to claim that my ideas of warfare are misguided, claiming that my ideas would break down the moment combat is met? Wow, Eulanios. That... I would love a chance to settle this on the battlefield. Indeed. You've probably never even been on the battlefield. We have been on the battlefield many times and conquered much land for the Empire. I listen intently to Traianos as he carelessly reveals all manner of things, distracted by trying to get one last drop from the tankard. He is oblivious to how carefully I am paying attention. Once he realizes, he starts getting up. I'm only rambling. It's not true anyways. Oh, they just happen to be very interesting ramblings. So we now know his deviancy secret. So what have you been getting up to, Traianos Ducats? Is there anything better than more jovial than a feast? Duke Trajan regaled you with the prize ring's history. Yeah, this prize ring that was, oh wow, yeah, look at all the, it's been blessed by almost all of the holy sites. You know what, we should go and take this on a pilgrimage to Rome so that it can be blessed by all 5 of the holy sites. But yeah, this is the ring that was awarded to Despot Alexandros by Basileus Leon for winning the horse race contest. In any case, let's just mingle with some of the good folks here. Oh no, this is where I want to be. Yeah, sometimes it's simply nice to sit back and enjoy the little things in life. Yeah, we're not going to get too involved. Oh my gosh, she looks so drunk. And Alexander, you have let your wife out of jail, thankfully, but is she? Yeah, she's probably here with you. Seems like he's forgiven her in any case. But yeah, this is where I want to be. 155 stress loss. There we go. Maybe we won't die of stress after all, like all the rest of our family members. As my delirious acquaintance Marco stalks towards my friend Duchess Adrienne with seething anger in his eyes and a knife in his hand, I do not even stop to think. I grab the closest thing that can be used as a weapon and charge. Who knew cutlery would be so... I could murder this man? He's just a random man. Why would I be a murderer? I will deflect the knife. 22% chance of dying. I acted... oh, I see here. Okay, so we could potentially get this... do it this way. But I think we can use our diplomacy to say we've acted in the defense of Adrienne. You also... yeah, we're not going to become known as a murderer for no reason. So obviously people will know the reasoning behind this. Somebody's causing a ruckus. You know what? Well, don't cause a ruckus. You're going to go in the dungeon. That's what happens. The feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention on Despot Alexandros, our esteemed guest of honor. Traditionally, a complimentary toast and a deep drink of wine does the trick. Then again, all he did was turn up. The feast was behind it. No, we're going to give a toast to our son, Despot Alexandros. Excellent. And there we go. The feast is done. So yeah, every courtly vassal has increased their opinion. We've gained some prestige. Excellent. And we lost that stress. That stress loss was huge and very, very useful to us. Let us hold court before everyone leaves. Gesture for the first in line to approach. Who do we have here? Imam ad-Din. Amid all this, we thought he was a prisoner. Imam ad-Din. Your Highness, surely the food served to me in prison rooms is of a far worse standard than you would serve to a respected guest. Or is this, why would you, you're just a commoner. How did you even escape? You are unworthy to be called, because somebody, he let him out. He duped me. Who is this? Kalinkos? Our acclaimed knight. Yeah, you know what? You are unworthy to be called a terrier. You let a prisoner out and the prisoner approached the throne? What if he had a knife? What if he tried to kill the empress? A frightful peasant strolls all too close before a guard steps between us. Oh, he backs off with a wink, laughing through scanty... Oh, we got some weirdos here today. Your ladiness, I come here from Byzantium with a matter of great import. His eyebrows undulate. You see, Basilisa, back in me grandpappy's day, the knacker's husband put up a fence along the farmer's father's field. But now it's fallen to bits, and of course the grandson wants naething to do with it. Why is this guy just like knock off Scotland here, apparently? But who the heck are you? Just, oh my god, look at this guy. That is horrific. You are a fool. My fool. You know what? We are going to make this man our court jester because that seems pretty fitting for someone of his ilk. Can we finally please have a legitimate petitioner here? The next petitioner is an extremely angry Duke Gerasimus of Bavaria. With the briefest deference shown, he informs us that the Varangian Guard, led by Vegan, have been rampaging through the county of Munchen's own land. They've plundered, looted, and dispelled their way across the land, my Basilisa. I don't see what value they bring that could possibly outweigh their rowdiness, their drunkenness, and their pagan faith. What is to be done? Now, my warriors march in defense of us all. And yeah, I think... Now, look at this man. He's a familial kinslayer. I don't think we have, much. We want to keep the Varangian Guard here on our side because they are powerful warriors and they serve the Empress. So, yeah, stop complaining. Very well. My business here is done. And so, with that, things are going relatively well here. I think that after that feast, we should go and after hearing the story of the prize ring at the feast, we should probably take the opportunity to go to the final holy site, take the ring to the final holy site. Let us go to Rome and we shall hold a pilgrimage. Let us see. We can probably... Can we afford this? We could go with bring no one from our court, making the travel dangerous. We'll just need to wait, I think, 1 more month here. And then we should be able to do this pilgrimage. We should probably hire some experience. Oh, we don't need the captains. Where's the danger coming from? From the mountains. So we're going to want to hire a mountaineer. There we go. So we'll hire a mountaineer. We'll let just enough time pass here. I find Anthemos looking wistful and contemplative. This is my hostage. Oh, Aunt Constantina has been more a friend to me than anyone in the place I once called home. I can't help but wonder, who am I? Von Havelberg or Argaeus? Well, you are... I mean, you do have House Argaeus blood. You know what? Of course I'm your auntie. You know what? Let us, let him... We are his auntie, you know what? He is right to remember that his Argaeus blood runs through him. The blood of Ares runs through him. He should be proud of that, and he should take pride. So, we shall set off on this pilgrimage to Rome to bless the prize ring in the final holy site. But that shall be in the next episode. Until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.